The world's oldest travel agency, Thomas Cook, has collapsed, stranding hundreds of thousands of holidaymakers around the globe. Around 20,000 jobs are now at risk, including 9,000 in the United Kingdom. A late-night meeting between company bosses and lenders failed to produce a last-ditch deal to keep the travel firm afloat. The UK aviation regulator is now having to step in to carry out a major repatriation.
If you're overseas on a Thomas Cook holiday, then you can continue to enjoy your holiday. The CAA is launching a repatriation. This is the largest repatriation since the Second World War, and we will be bringing home everybody back to the UK as close as possible to their return date.
In all, the company has around 600,000 customers abroad. Countries in the rest of Europe will now be making their own arrangements to get travellers home. Thomas Cook has struggled to cope with a €1.9 billion debt burden. The 11th hour meeting last night came after the company had agreed to a €1 billion bailout, but it was then told to find another €220 million, a step too far for the company. Trent Murray, Euronews.
Well, for all the latest on this, we're joined by Euronews journalist Ryan Thompson. Ryan, good morning. Just give me an idea of the sheer scale of this. How many people have been affected, whether that's people on holiday already, those planning to go away, and of course, the staff of Thomas Cook?
Well, good morning, Rosie. Well, 600,000 travellers are concerned, and they're spread all around the world. 150 of them, as you mentioned earlier, British nationals, and many of them are stuck around the Mediterranean, countries like Tunisia, Turkey, Greece, though some as far away as Las Vegas or Vietnam. This is a huge operation that's just shutting down quite suddenly. 19 million travelers use Thomas Cook, and they're spread around 16 countries regularly. So what we're entering into here is this, as I said, huge period of uncertainty for the travelers, but also for the tour operators and the tour partners. Of course, it is Thomas Cook that sells a lot of these packages and operates these flights, but they work side by side with many resorts and charter bus operators. We've actually seen overnight at a resort in Tunisia, a group of tourists held hostage by the resort. They had prepaid Thomas Cook for their accommodation, but now they found that the resort was asking them to pay up now if they wanted to leave.
And those people have now, of course, been allowed to leave since. But if you're on holiday, this is really stressful. For those people who are abroad, how are they going to get back and what's it going to cost them?
Well, let's start with the UK. The Civil Aviation Authority has begun what is the largest peacetime repatriation effort that we've ever seen. They've started a website for affected customers to find the information and begin the process of figuring out how am I going to get home. What they're aiming to do is get people home as soon as possible with the most limited amount of disruptions on the planned dates. For some people and a small number of destinations, they'll be rebooked on other commercial flights, but for most of them, they'll be sent home on special charter flights via the CAA. It's very organized, but patients should be minded in this situation. They might not be able to fly straight into the regional airport that they previously flew out of. They might have to go through larger cities like London or Manchester. It also could take up to 2 weeks to get everyone home on time. Now, if you're overseas and you're supposed to go home today or tomorrow, do not go to the airport. Go to the website and begin to find out how you're going to get home via an insurance company or via the CAA. Now, we should point out here that Thomas Cook is way beyond just a UK-based travel agency. It trades on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange as well and has a huge customer base in Germany. On the German side of things, what they're saying is you should contact your insurance company. The insurance companies will be responsible for coordinating the response to get these German customers back home.
So we're not seeing the same level of response from the UK then from in Germany. What if my holiday's in a couple of weeks' time? Do I bother packing my bags? Am I still going?
Well, if you have a vacation on the radar, it might be time to start thinking about a staycation or doing something different a bit more locally. The good news is if you have booked a packaged holiday, you will get all those funds back. Maybe not immediately, but it's guaranteed that you will get them back. Customers who book Thomas Cook flights are a bit out of luck. They will not get those money back as soon as possible. I know for many, repayment means nothing, but the frustration of canceled holiday plans can really weigh down a lot.